This way.
But
Well, I ain't gonna do it now. Those flowers. We can't say anything up there? One.
because I have to. I got
Welcome
Okay.
to YAJ.
We'll have to definitely, next time, we gotta move this photo that way. Because the more I move, for some reason, when we do this camera,
Okay, can we start? It's over. Yeah. Okay,
hello, everybody.
welcome to Tuesday, and
It's been a crazy week.
love my family, love my grandbabies, and
With my kids and family.
you know it's been more than just a crazy week.
Crazy year, just about.
Yeah, 2020 has not
Been pleasant.
now, but do people really care? And
There are some, but not all.
right now, you got to understand that it's been really hard to look at a lot of these comments all week. A lot of them come from Mississippi. A lot of them come from Louisiana. A few from Pennsylvania. And the level of education from a lot of these people is astounding. Either they think people are stupid, uneducated. I don't know what they think. We have gotten to the point in our lives. I'm almost a 50-year-old man, and I've worked my tail off. And to have someone snuff you out, to have someone keep setting you back, to someone keeps reminding you that you're not from Africa.
Yeah, what's that?
I don't know. There's nothing in my DNA that says I'm from Africa. There's nothing in your DNA that says you're from the European continent. First and foremost, we need to get something straight. It was the Indians, and technically this is their land before government ruined it, and the English. Good Lord, nobody's on? Well, we got blocked.
We're live. We got 3 people with their eyes on us.
Oh, okay.
They're just not saying anything.
What?
People are watching. They're just not saying anything right now.
What I have come to understand as a middle-aged man is people have gotten to the point where either they keep it to themselves or they voice it. People have gotten to the point now where I wouldn't say they're just straight mean or evil, because you're not. Because when you take the police department away from everybody, you become one. You take your guns away, you become one. Ain't no guns in prison. Ain't no guns in prison. I keep reminding y'all of that. I keep reminding y'all there's a bigger picture. I keep reminding you of that. And of course, this segment's for all those who watch later. I don't know what Facebook or YouTube or anybody's intentions are, but I appreciate all the white people who came out and supported blacks, just like we do come and support you. I appreciate all the white friends I've had throughout my lifetime, because the most of the white people I knew, we grew up together in a time that was way worse than this. I just never could imagine how many people will sell someone out for a point. These people who are looting and rioting are paid. Might as well say paid actors. when people have collected information to pass to others, to tell you these things are staged. It didn't come from me. It didn't come from people on Facebook. It came from other people who were out there, who watched. Who in their right mind would burn down their own city but an outsider? Veronica Rose and I watched movies together, a lot of movies. And one thing out of these movies that we have noticed is there's always one sellout. There's always one snitch. There's always someone who's willing to do in the party. You can have a perfect crime and it takes one person to destroy it.
Yeah, but you're hoping you don't have a crime. That's the thing. You don't want a crime, but with all the stuff that's going on right now, it's not good
No, it's
at
not.
all. I mean, here you are, people who get paid. Yeah, that's exactly.
They're getting paid. And I heard they're getting paid up towards $500.
But see, okay, now there's a picture I saw on Facebook that somebody put on Facebook, and they showed everybody downtown of how the whole entire street and way further down are all combined together. And what's the main thing we're having a problem with before all this riot started? The virus.
COVID-19.
Now, yeah, granted, just about everybody out there is wearing a mask. There are quite a few that's not,
Safety first.
but they're wearing a mask. But the thing is you're getting away with wearing a mask because that's what you're supposed to do.
What's up, Susie?
Susie and Wanda are on.
Her brother has been very vocal for the last few days. And he brought up some great points. But someone else brought up a good point that I want to share with you. It's not the fact that it's George Floyd. It's the fact is that every person, black or white, Hispanic, Chinese,
Cambodian,
whoever,
Indian.
that get arrested by the police department. That's
Actually, my brother did a graphic of how many people were going to jail and how many have gone, or how many have gotten killed within that year. And you be admit, and I hate to say this, but it wasn't, blacks were not the ones that got killed the most.
it was whites. But you got
No, it wasn't even whites either.
who was it?
I can't remember.
Oh dear
But
God.
it wasn't, whites was up there a little more than the blacks were.
But remember,
But
whites
I think it was
also
Hispanic or other.
Right.
Other was the ones that got killed more than anything else.
right. But see, whites also do a death suicide by cop, or whites commit more suicide. But you got to understand something. These people are not even making it to the jailhouse anymore. They're not even making it. They're dying before they even get cuffed, or they dying while they are cuffed. See, these people who make these negative statements are the same ones who don't have to worry about the system. You can call it racial, you can call it judicial, but you gotta call it something. If it's a law that you're telling me I gotta show you my ID when asked, then you need to let everybody know that's the law.
Sure, what?
Your ID.
Oh, I thought you said something.
But
else.
my whole thing is like what I explained to everybody else, and everybody thought I made a good point. If I show you my ID, why your hand gotta touch me?
Because I mean, you do have to take the ID back to the car and check to see if you have any.
No, you don't. You can do it right there.
No, they can't. They gotta go to the computer.
No, you
Computers
don't.
and-
That's what they got mics for. That's why they got body cam. They got all that stuff on
I
them.
mean, they got
They
that
can
on
radio
them,
it in.
but they can radio it. But they also have where they go
See,
to the computers in the
that,
car.
see, that again, that's your lack of understanding about the system. The whole thing about that is these officers take your ID. Next thing you know, here comes another officer behind them. They're now detaining you.
Well, I understand that. But like I said, I mean, I haven't. been pulled to go to jail or anything, but if you get pulled to get a ticket or whatever, they take your license and they go back to the car, to the computer, to check you out to see if you have any outstanding warrants or anything else.
They already know that. They can look at your license plate. They pull that while you're still driving. There are more than one way.
I understand that.
But see, I'm telling you as the aspects of a black man who stands there and mind their business. And the reason why I say a black man, because if you notice a lot of the other videos, it's not just a simple damn question. It goes from, let me see your ID. We think you look like a suspect.
Yeah, but you also have those that are going, okay, why? And I got why. I got, why, because I know I've been pulled over and I'm going, okay, why am I being pulled over? What did I do wrong? As a matter of fact, I got pulled over, didn't even know I did a U-Dewey, and it had 2 signs. Because I'm like, okay, I sat at the light the whole time, and then it turned green. I go, and I'm like, I didn't run a red light. I know that because I had a friend in the car. And I'm like, what did I do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, you did an illegal U-turn. Where? I didn't even see the signs. When you got people in the car with you and the signs are a little bit higher and you can't see them, and then there was 2 U-Do signs, one this side, one this side. Now that I passed it, it's only 1 there right now. But it's just, you get so involved in things, you don't pay attention to it.
Mm-hmm. But when someone, but again, understand different states. It doesn't run like that. Different states operate different ways.
Gotcha, Susie.
Different states operate different ways.
Yeah.
And believe me, Mississippi and Louisville, they are number 2, 1 and 2 in the penal system. What I'm saying is, it's like this.
I'm saying is that everybody's really getting tired of all this.
We're getting tired. My safety for my nephews and my grandchildren and my children is at risk right now. And those who live in a small town in a podunk area would never understand that, where you know all the cops. But how many black people are there? See, it's not about race issue. I'm talking about how when you come to a smaller, bigger county, like we have in Virginia, we got plenty of big counties where these officers don't know who you are. Look how they treat you.
Yeah, but like I said, you got the good cops and you have some bad cops.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Bad cops make the good cops look bad.
Okay, let me break that down to you about good cops and bad cops.
Because I gotta know a lot of cops.
True, but next time ask one of the cops, the officers that you know, say, what is IAB? IAB is supposed to police the police department. But what people don't understand about good cops is they're not snitching on their brothers. Because if you snitch on a fellow brother, your career is over faster than you putting a bullet in somebody's head.
Now, they had some on Facebook where a lot of these cops knelt down to pray for what happened to
Could be.
What's his name?
We weren't there. I can only speak for Virginia. I can't speak for everybody.
I know, I'm just saying, I saw on Facebook where they showed the police officers kneeling as they prayed for him.
And the whole thing about it is, for those, again.
And there was another cop that stepped up and said, look, if you're going to riot, if you're going to sit here and you want to prove a point, prove the point.
They did.
Don't tear things up for no reason. Okay, we've already been in quarantine for how long? To where we can't go places. We're just now starting to open things up, and bam, all of a sudden now you want to go and come to different places and start tearing things up and tearing things down. For what reason?
But they're outsiders.
I don't give a crap if they're outsiders or not.
Outsiders.
I don't care. You're sitting here, somebody's making them do this. For what reason? We've already been through enough.
That's why I haven't said any more about it, because I could go deep into it.
Oh, I don't want to go deep into it. I just tell you one thing. I'm getting sick of this shit and I'm done with it.
Well, then
I said my piece.
Then you have to go out there and then you protest with the rest of them if you're done with it.
Well, basically, I can put it on here and then go live and say it.
But that's
people
what I'm
show
saying.
it like that.
That's what I'm saying. They are way worse areas than they are here in Virginia.
Susie says for show. Juana said that's true.
I'm just saying.
Or that's true. Yeah, for sure. And I know it's for show. But the thing is, you're taking down business that nobody has done anything to anybody and you're taking these businesses down. Now, there's people I've seen on Facebook say, you know what, or on the news, not on Facebook, on the news, that, yes, they tore the things up, but they got people coming out there helping them to build it back up, which is great that you have people that are out there to help build it back up. But those that are out here tearing it down and somebody paid you to do that, that's all right. Time will come for you, and when it does, you're going to be sorry.
No, because there's some social. These people have no conscience. But
right. Carl said, "Hi, Leslie.
What's up?
It doesn't make any sense." Wanda said that. Carl, Fort Myers.
Look here. Before we go, and I want everybody to understand this. This is not going to stop, and it's not going to change, because after the negative comments that I've seen, they're never going to learn anything. You got more morons and stupidity. They're never going to learn nothing. See, and that's the whole problem. The problem is that when you can put all the information in front of them and they only going to go as far as their nose. And that's why change is never going to happen. See, the whole thing about it is the best thing that happened to this world was when the white woman started caring for other people besides the white man. And I'm not saying that in a negative way, but she also got to see the white female, what everybody else goes through. She, through time and through time of everything, she saw exactly what it was. Not just different colors and different cultures and different genders, but she got to see that, Jesus, what the hell is going on? People broke their back for this world. People broke their back for the United States of America. And it's not about nations. It's about, hey, we put our time in. We want our yacht too. If you don't want to be part of that, that's fine. But I deserve to have my type of lifestyle that I want without being disrupted by someone who doesn't like me because of my skin color or my gender or what my sexual preference is. See, all these people who walked and fought for everything, come on, at the forefront, look at the basis of everything. It's hatred. Hatred is the leader of it all. But why? How is it that you haven't moved on by now?
Susie says, let's see, Black-owned business got hit hard.
Yeah.
You two take a drink. I will be soon.
Yeah.
And not a black and white. Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm just saying, the minute the white woman had a black child, the ball game changed. I'm not talking about the men. We all know the men were doing it. They had them. They were sleeping with all their slaves. But when the white woman started sleeping with different cultures, is what changed the world. I'm not taking nothing away from black females or any of the rest of them, but the white female, under all that, they truly stuck their neck out for everyone through a lot of the marches. I'm not taking nothing away from white men. I'm just saying, but a white woman who had to carry a black child full term in that time was courageous. Look at all the new generation that is walking and understanding and saw a lynching for the first time. You saw a person who died, who spiritually died, physically died, and emotionally died. You saw it for what it was. Imagine the people who watched the nooses back in the day, or was beaten to death, drowned to death, killed, burnt up alive.
I'm not laughing at that. Wanda goes, well, number 45 keeps it going. And Susie says, I love my black man. You go, Susie.
Thank you, Susie. But guys, I'm just saying, from here on out, we know you're not going to change. We know you're not going to change for nothing.
You can't change what people want.
You can't change ignorance.
You can't change ignorance. But you know what? Times have changed.
Yeah.
Things have changed.
Yes. Believe me, more white men are actually with black women. I'm proud of that. It seems like every mixed couple is mixed, and I'm proud of that.
Well, I will say that mixed children are beautiful.
But what we're saying is, oh, by the way, did you know Black Lives Matter was actually not started by black people? For all those ignorant ones who think they know everything, Black Lives Matter was not started by black people. So every time you see it post up about Black Lives Matter, think about the white man who started it. Education. For all you Midwest people who don't have no education. You should have known that.
It's education.
They can call it whatever, podunk dummy. I mean, you can call it whatever you want. Educate yourself. Black Lives Matter was not started by black people.
Well,
So every time you see that flashing Black Lives Matter, guess what? Black people had nothing to do with it. Why do you think it came up so quickly? Everything's a concept. Black Lives Matter is a concept, just like all lives matter. But all lives matter didn't matter when you saw a man get choked out.
One said her grandkids are mixed.
Yeah.
A child is a child, no matter what mix it's from.
Oh, but white women love them mixed babies, though. They'll fight just as hard for the mixed babies than they do for the white ones. I've seen that. Believe me, when she get a hold of that mixed baby, she love that baby. She love that baby. I'm just telling you. Look, 3. Remember,
But
3.
this needs to stop. I mean, it's
not gonna stop.
It's 2020.
So,
This year started, I thought, pretty good at the time until all of whatever this is going on.
well, think the
And I'm
millennials.
ready for it to be gone.
Think the millennials. The millennials stood up. Something that our parents and our grandparents did, but our parents.
Susie said, so are Leslie's. Your mixed babies.
That's right.
He got mixed babies.
That's right.
They're all girls, but he's got mixed babies.
Yeah, I had a problem with that. Anyway, I gotta go. I gotta wake up early in the morning. Somebody got a curfew.
He's got a curfew.
Before I go, you heard your boy, right? I heard it. You could not. There's nothing for none of you Trumpsters to make up on this one. I heard it. He is the president of law and order, is what he said. I heard it with my own 2 ears. He's going to use lethal force as he has to.
Gotta get that force going.
Goodbye.
All right. Bye, everybody. We'll see you on YouTube
YJ
Saturday.
YJ
Saturday. I'm not getting it tonight. And everybody have a good week, and hopefully things will get better. Who
It
knows?
won't.
Would you stop thinking negative?
It won't. COVID-19 is going to claim like 1 million people after this.
No, they've already said like 45,000.
I don't know how. They're all wore masks.
No, I'm talking about in general.
Probably, I'm surprised COVID-19 didn't get bashed around down there in Ground Zero.
With his Bible.
Okay, with his Bible. In front of her church, he never went in. I gotta go.
All right, y'all. Peace out. Have a good one. We'll see you on Saturday.
Welcome to YAJ.
YJ.
Welcome to YAJ.
Holla.
There we go. And wait a minute.